sun is setting in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. With its rich football tradition, our second quarterfinal matchup, Fighting Cancer taking on the Strong Island Bulldogs. 7-on-7 with 12-player rosters, 2 30-minute halves, running clock until the final 2 minutes of the game. The field is divided into 4 25-yard boxes. First downs awarded each time the offense reaches the next box. There's no blocking, there's no kicking, there are no fumbles. Moments ago in the long toss, Darius Davis of Fighting Cancer, who played college football as a middle school teacher now. How about that throw? As they win the throw off, there's no kickoff, and they have deferred to the second half, so they want to play defense to start as we send it down to KM.
Just getting ready and warming up here with Brian Alfieri, the quarterback, a.k.a. Birdman, a.k.a. flag football in Long Island's Baker Mayfield, let's be honest.
That's true. That's one of my favorite players.
Here we are. We've got a big fan section for you as well. What is the identity of this team?
We live in the bird nest. We live, boy! We live, boy! Come on, man. They got to get up for this one, man.
Everyone's very, very much excited to be here. What does this mean for you? Because you never played in high school. You didn't play in college. I want you to talk to your haters, people who said maybe you're undersized, maybe you shouldn't be on this field tonight. What would you say to them?
You'll hear me talking. Undersized, can't see over the line, can't throw on the run, all of it.
You ready to go? All right, back to you guys upstairs.
Yeah, he said, you know, I kind of blame myself. I kind of chickened out a little bit with some opportunities to play tackle in high school, focused on basketball. Corey, barbecue chicken Webb back deep. He likes to have a little fun, and Darius Davis can sling it. Instead, he goes with the high short throw.
Go.
And Strong Island secures the ball, and I'm going to look at their offense. And here comes Brian Bergman Alfieri.
Where are we? Shady.
And both of these teams take the swagger level to a different height.
Look at me.
These two teams are going to be a blast to watch. I'm telling you, these could be the most skilled teams in this America's Brackets tournament, led by their dynamic quarterbacks.
Black 16. Go.
Alfieri gets that first completion.
On it, trips left.
Shane Smith, who played his college ball at Hofstra University, spent a couple of years with the Rams, the Jets, and Buffalo.
Shane, in the slot.
And John Gruden would have loved that one. You know, your traditional smash concept as we hear Alfieri talk to his football team.
333.
Hey, Jay, yeah, I know. I got on the trips, you go deep.
Corey.
On the trips on your
Corey.
feet.
Just sit. Yeah, no, just sit.
He's gonna take deep now.
Sit, yeah.
B.
You're in the slot, 77 Texas.
So you and Darius are tough. All right, so
Down.
you playing deep up there.
Go.
Belly out. Slant. Front. Tail, pitching.
Alfieri just gets it off and completes it to Tim Brown. Tim Brown, star at Rutgers University, had 114 catches and 2,200 yards in his collegiate career.
Post down the middle. Over here. Quick out. Hey. 19. No, 19.
You play third and middle.
Now.
Guess the 19's a go route.
Go.
Didn't get it off. Go clock expired. You heard that little beep. That means he didn't get it off in the 4 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. Alfieri actually said he likes the fact that clock is there. It gives him a little timer.
Go clock violation. Incomplete pass. 4th down to the 50.
You hear that little beep right there. That tells Alfieri, I got to get that ball out of my hands. That's his internal clock, essentially.
So it's 4th down for Strong Island. They only need 2 yards. They have to get the ball to midfield for the first down.
Fox. Take out.
Fighting Cancer blitzes. That's a lateral. And the pass goes incomplete, but there's a flag on the play on the near side, and I think we're going to get defensive pass interference on Fighting Cancer.
You got that hole, right?
Petite. Take it. 19. 19 right down the middle. Petite, take it. Come here.
Defense. Illegal contact. Spot foul. First down.
I think Nate Webster was the guilty party.
We'll go back to our regular. Go back to our regular thing.
Right to left. Ready?
Is gold getting to hear Alfieri communicate to his team. He's absolutely running the show.
There's a flag on the play.
Corey, you can't go up on the line. Just stay back. Run behind me.
Illegal motion.
Just stay here. You're gonna run. On it.
Previous spot. Second down.
No, deep corner. Yeah, no. Seaman, he's got the dig. 19 dig. Just leak.
Boy, really different from our first game with JC Villarreal for the Dallas Ducks, who was a lot quieter. Alfieri to the middle of the field, and that pass nearly intercepted. And I'll tell you what, a great job by Shane Smith to stop the interception.
You almost see Hush, their quarterback for Fighting Cancer, get that pick. And then Shane Smith turns into a DB. That's a good contester for that fight, for that ball right there. The really cool thing is the Strong Island Bulldogs are running real football plays. You can hear it. I've been in huddles that we use the same kind of terminology. They've got a really good offense concept-wise going, and it's exciting to be able to hear Alfieri communicate it.
3rd and 20, they run a blitz. Did Alfieri get the ball off in time? Daryl Hoosh-Doucette, the quarterback for Fighting Cancer, says he can't be sacked, and instead, ooh, I don't know about that. I think that ball was out before.
Fourth down. What they doing, coach?
Before he pulled the flag. I think the throw got off.
Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like he gets his hand on the flag, but doesn't actually pull it till the ball's out of Alfieri's hands.
Yes, sorry, Joe.
They're gonna back off here.
We had a blitz on the white team. That's their first. They will have 4 remaining. Due to the loss on the play, the offense is required to go for it on 4th down. 4th down to the 25-yard line. Gotcha, Jim.
So they need 26 yards to get the first down.
This is one of those unique things with this league. Once you cross the 50-yard line, punting is no longer an option. So they were past the 50. Even though the sack brings them back behind it, it's still from the start of the series. They're forced to go about 26 yards to go get this first down.
They're going to blitz again. Alfieri thinks so. Here they come. Does get it away. Petite just heaves it out of bounds, incomplete. So Fighting Cancer with a couple of blitzes. And they get the stop.
Come on. Let me come.
On the previous play, the defense blitzed. We have a correction now. That was their 3rd blitz of the half. 2 remaining.
Hey, deep out. Take it.
First down,
Who drive?
25-yard line.
What I'm doing? TJ. What I'm doing? Do it deep out. All right.
Daryl Hoosh-Doucette, the quarterback. He's an avid bowler as well. He carries a 228 average.
Yeah, he said he's bowled a bunch of 300 games as well. I want to talk to the fans. Hop on Twitter. He's got a nickname, Hoosh. Where do you think it comes from? I want a little bit of response from the fans on this game now.
Take that.
Says he can't be sacked. Little throwback, and then a deep ball, and he had 2 guys open, but they overthrew him.
Darius Dirty Davis is a guy that even his own teammates say they don't like him. He was part of the team that gave them their one loss. They went and got him for a reason.
Darius Davis, 30 years of age. His brother Terrell passed away from cancer on May the 9th. So many of these players on Fighting Cancer have lost loved ones to cancer.
Yeah, they've got these special shirts made that we're going to get to see a promo on of how impactful, how important their cause of cancer and fighting for it truly is to them.
Throw back again. Bush with the catch, and then he laterals it.
What happened?
And it looks like Darius Davis got hit in the thigh. Watch right at the end of the play here. He gets run into.
We have a penalty on the offense. That was 2 laterals.
And that's a double lateral. Hush, remember, the first throw that went back to Davis is considered a lateral. And then he lateraled it. And Davis got shaken up. It's either to the thigh or the right knee as the pressure came from Tavon Gatlin.
Yeah, and you hope it's just a little bit of a banged knees or something like that. Those will sometimes really impact you instantly, and then they'll wear off on you. But something to pay attention to is now Fighting Cancer's come out and taken Hush and put him as a rusher because they think he's the most athletic guy on the field. And now they're going to get him the ball maybe in not traditional quarterback situations to allow his athleticism to show off.
Hush completes it. He's got the first down. The flag's still not pulled until Charles Carmouche grabbed the flag.
We can see this replay here. Really nice thrown ball by Hush. You know, I think there's some teams that are gonna underestimate his ability to throw the football because he is such a running threat. But we saw there, he's got an ability to throw it and step on something and put some velocity on it. And now Fighting Cancer's in a really good position to go get some points.
You see Carmouche, 6'3", played basketball at LSU, played professionally in Australia. Bush to the end zone, a little too tall. Good coverage on the play. Pass intended for Brandon McCrary.
Good aggressive throw here by Hush, kind of putting it where only his guy can get it. We always say, back of the end zone, put that ball face mask or higher to McCray, a guy who is a 2-time semi-pro MVP in different leagues. He's one of their weapons on offense that they really like to try and get the ball to.
Right or left? Right or left? Left. Go back to it. Go back to it.
Bush on 2nd and goal.
Tackle! Tackle!
Gets the completion.
B!
Terrence Bunting on the reception. Can't tackle.
We have a clean play. The flag was pulled first, then the second flag was the foul. There is no foul due to that.
Winston Longden was the guy that was on the back. Gatlin pulled the flag. Right there, you see Gatlin coming across to pull the flag. So 3rd and goal at the 5 for Fighting Cancer. 1 loss in 5 years. Here comes the blitz. Flag gets pulled at the 1. Boy, what a difference between the first quarterfinal game as far as Hush's ability to avoid pressure.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wants. He's begging for teams to blitz him. That's when he's at his greatest, running away. You'll see it here. He doesn't think there's anybody in this league that can run with him.
That is their first. They'll have 4 remaining. It'll be 4th down and goal.
Not a bad concept, though, to blitz on the compressed field, right? Because then people can rally to the ball.
Yeah, and I would absolutely blitz him again here. Now, you better be selective with who you're going to blitz with if you're the Strong Island Bulldogs. But I'm not going to give him an opportunity to wait till that rush clock goes and then have a chance to run. I want to put pressure on him right now.
Cole. Curl like that to the right side, though, in the end zone. We good? We good. Up.
4th and goal. They do not blitz, and he's got the touchdown. They ran the little curl, and
Touchdown, Fighting Cancer.
Let's go, man.
they get on the board. A little 1-yard touchdown pass, and Brandon McCray, who played at Southern University, 2002 to 2005 with the touchdown catch.
Conversion from the 5-yard line.
So Fighting Cancer with the 6-point touchdown. They're going to go for 1. When the ball's at the 5, it's 1 point. From the 10, it's 2. From the 20, it's worth 3 points on the conversion. Hoosh can't complete it.
I can't.
To Glover. But a good opening possession for Darryl Doucette and Fighting Cancer as they jump out to a 6-0 lead. And Hoosh is with Kay.
He is. He's with me, and Dan Orlovsky put it out on Twitter. Why do they call you Hoosh? I have a feeling it has something to do with Hoosh Manzada, right?
Most definitely. About 10 years ago when I first started playing, I either was called Lloyd or Hoosh. And by me playing football, I had my hand up on the tail, and that's what they called me. And for the rest of the 10 years, that's what I'm known by.
Well, I call you elusive and quick, and the defense came out fast. How much does that help when you execute out there?
Oh, the defense make it easier for our offense. I mean, we get the stop, so I mean, we gotta go score.
I know you're out here for more than one reason. James Conner of the Pittsburgh Steelers in the house. You guys are fighting cancer. Tell me just a little bit quickly about that.
James truly inspiration to beat it and still play his dreams. We fighting for the rest of the people that wasn't able to be with us today. So we about to win for them.
Thanks so much.
James Conner, 3rd-round pick of the Pittsburgh Steelers last year. Hoosh and Fighting Cancer with a 6-0 lead here in the first half. Back in Pittsburgh, Fighting Cancer with a 6-0 lead over the Strong Island Bulldogs. For an update on Darius Davis, we send it down to Kay.
Darius Dirty Davis felt a bit of a pop there on that play. He limped off the sidelines, walked around and tested a little bit, told me he was more scared than it actually was. He's out there right now. He's going to test it out. But, guys, I don't think we'll be seeing him on the field much longer in this drive.
Well, he's got the big arm, so he'll handle the throw off. And, again, soars one high in the air. Webb on the return, and he got tripped up and the flag came out. So Ryan Alfieri and Staten Island had some momentum going, but they got bogged down. Penalty hurt. Darius Davis is going to stay off the field.
But they're still using him as a weapon, Bob. When you have the throw off, you only have an opportunity to get a first down once you cross the 50. His ability to throw it so high gives his guys a chance to get down the field. Now the Strong Island football team has to go almost 35 yards to go get a first down here.
Dry. As long as it was dry, it was good. It was a little wet.
Alfieri takes the pass underneath to Webb, and the flag
Go on it.
pulled quickly by Jason Brown.
Hey, let's go. On it, Shane. Let's go. Shane, look for
Papa,
it.
Dan Orlovsky,
Shane, look for it.
Kay Adams in Pittsburgh.
Go.
American Flag Football League here on NFL Network. Quarterfinal action. Webb again on the catch.
Go on it.
And he takes it out to about the 37-yard line. Robert Myers pulled the flag for Fighting Cancer.
Yeah.
Look at me. Webby. You go outside.
3rd and 12 to get to the 50-yard line.
5 yard out. Right here. Let's go. They're coming here. 15. Let's go. Set. Hot petite. Go.
Here comes the blitz. Alfieri buys some time. And the pass is incomplete.
You said out route. You said an out route.
Alfieri doing a good job of understanding that.
We have a blitz by the defense. That was their fourth of the half. They have one remaining.
Alfieri does a nice job of understanding, okay, they're going to bring pressure, and he wanted a hot route to the right. It was taken away by Fighting Cancer, and I actually think he's trying to get this ball to Timmy Brown on the sidelines, and Webb just got his hand in the way. And already we see the pressure of Fighting Cancer forcing Strong Island to go for this fourth down conversion here.
And they blitz again on a 4th and 12. He gets the pass off, nearly intercepted. But Strong Island has turned it over on downs, and then a flag comes in late. Nate Webster on the coverage. I think they're going to get Petit for a penalty. Brian Petit for shoving the guy down at the end of the play. Petit, who played at William Patterson University in Rutgers, also played college golf. A little unsportsmanlike there.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit extracurricular. Again, emotions are high. Let's watch his feet here. Does he get a little bit of a...
Yeah, he shoved his head down.
There's a little extracurricular with this shove down to the ground.
Let's face it, he used Nate Webster's head to keep himself up.
Yeah, and the refs are doing a good job of controlling the football game. You know, they don't want this to get out of hand. As much as they want this to be competitive, these teams have to respect each other, play the right way.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. White, number 8. He'll have to sit for 2 plays. First down.
Well, let's see. They're calling it on Terrence Bunting of Fighting Cancer. I thought it was on Brian Petit of the Strong Island Bulldogs. I think they're going to get this sorted out. It should be on Petit.
Like literally.
Correction on the play. Unsportsmanlike dead ball. Black, number 11. That player will sit for 2 plays. First down, White. 25-yard
Petit
line.
with the penalty.
Good job of those officials kind of sorting that out, making sure they get the right call, because it's a huge swing playing position-wise and where the ball, this drive is going to start.
5 yards for a first down.
Doucette. Did he get it off in time? He completes it. On the big play down the middle.
Says pass completed. Terrence Bunting.
Yeah, TB Bunting doing a nice job of coming from the right side of the field, crossing all the way. You see Hush going across through his progressions, seeing Bunting down the field, giving him a ball. And look how powerful this guy is. He's a big-time athlete for them. Hush again displaying the ability to throw the football. Great catch going up, fingertip strength, squeezing that football, and now Fighting Cancer in striking position to jump big.
Too many men on the field, Black. The result of the play will stand. We'll have a free play.
So not only is it 1st and goal, but you're just getting Fighting Cancer a free play. Bunting played his college ball at Benedict College.
We have an official timeout for a review of the previous play.
So let's see, did Webb get the flag out before Bunting scored?
Yeah. Looks like he gets him just short of that end zone line. I think how hard it is, Bob. You're running full speed. You don't have the opportunity to swipe in an ankle and tackle him. You got to grab a one-by-one object hanging off someone's hip.
Let's go.
We have a review on the play. The play will stand. The ball will be placed on the 1-yard line. First down and goal.
So a 37-yard pass play to Bunting. You know, Strong Island thought that they could rough Fighting Cancer up a little bit, and right now Fighting Cancer's taking it to them.
Yeah, I mean, they told us yesterday they expected a 30-point blowout of Fighting Cancer, and I think that what they're realizing is maybe a little bit of underestimation of how good this Fighting Cancer football team is.
No, just chill, just chill, just chill, just chill. They had a review. They had a review. They had a review. They had a review.
We have a correction. We'll have a free play.
Right, there's a free play because there was also a penalty.
Too many men on the field for the defense, so now Fighting Cancer is going to get a free play to maybe be a little bit aggressive at the end zone, knowing they've got 4 more chances at it.
Should be 10 seconds. They got the time running. They got it running, right? It ain't working. Let's go. All right.
So here's the free play from the 1, and Doucette with the easy touchdown pass to Terrence Bunting. And pretty quickly, Fighting Cancer's out to a 12-0 lead.
Good for the touchdown.
And Bob, this play that Fighting Cancer just scores on, we see it run in the NFL all the time. They're in the trips, they take their 2 inside receivers, see them running out vertically, clearing out, and then they bring the outside guy just underneath. They get those defenders to back off, create space, easy throw for Hoosh.
Fighting Cancer will put the ball at the 5-yard line, so they'll go for a 1-point conversion. And he lobs it into the corner, and Carmouche uses all that 6'3" frame to haul it in.
So it's Hoosh to Moosh for the conversion. A little bit of a high fade to, well, let's call him Megatron, because out here he's going to be significantly taller than everybody. I love how quickly this ball gets out of Hoosh's hands. Perfectly thrown to the back pylon, goes up, 1. Got to get 2 down for a touchdown.
He never got that right foot in.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
So they're going to take a look at it.
At the end of the day, he didn't little boy you because he took the ball out your hand like your boy did. Like your boy.
I think you look at him. He goes up here. It's a beautiful throw. I love how he goes and high points it. He gets his left foot down, and I don't see that right foot ever getting down. I think that conversion's going to come off the scoreboard, Bob.
But right now, Fighting Cancer out of Louisiana in control against the Strong Island Bulldogs.
All right, this coach for Fighting Cancer, Stephon Johnson, this Brandon, my quarterback, Brandon McCray, this Rob Miles, this Nathaniel, this who's my other quarterback, the head of the team.
We're Fighting Cancer, we the team, we 5-time nationals.
Doucette throws over the middle, great throw and a great catch.
This is what we do, fellas.
As you can see, we all have the ribbons on us. The numbers inside the ribbon are for the ones that have lost some.
The name of our team, Fighting Cancer, it symbolizes everything for us. To fight for the people that has cancer, to show them that, you know, the struggle is not only theirs, it's ours as well. This right here, unity, family, trust.
My prediction is we walking away with $1 million.
Yeah.
That's what we playing for, plainest. I mean, whoever walking in that way, gonna get walked on.
You see he don't have enough deeper.
An incredibly inspirational story. This team playing for a higher cause. And Darius Davis, his brother Terrell, passed away from cancer on May the 9th. He was 33 years of age. And right now Fighting Cancer with a 12-0 lead. They take the extra point off the board. Carmouche did not get both feet in. And you look at starting field position, these throw-offs by Davis are a huge factor. Strong Island Bulldogs.
He gotta come up. He gotta come up.
Average starting position has been their own 18-yard line.
Hey, he gotta come up, right? Oh.
Okay, JD. Can y'all please
Corey went
stop
down the
that,
ball in the
bro?
end zone.
God damn.
On the touchback, the Bulldogs take over. First and 25 to the 50 from the 25-yard line.
What they have to do with the cameras, bro? Y'all know I do that, bro. Y'all stop that, bro.
Corey.
Strong Island already getting a little frustrated. He got that New York attitude. Corey Webb, though, who's frustrated, is a Dallas native who played at Texas A&M Commerce. Alfieri just got it off, but the pass hit the ground incomplete.
Right off here's pass headed to Corey Webb. Incomplete.
We're going to see this ball bounce to Corey Webb here. Alfieri's going to have to do a better job of getting that ball out of his hands. I think Fighting Cancer is doing a nice job of kind of covering the field. He's got to get out of his hands.
Second and 25 to the 50-yard line.
Down. Go.
Work the middle of the field and
Let's go. On it.
gets completion to Petit.
Hey, Petit. Quick out. Over here. Wheel, Petit. Hitch. Look at me. Over here, 19. Right there. Where's Tim? Tim over here. Hey, Shane, 19. Set. Go.
Alfieri going with the deep ball, underthrew his man, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon McCray.
As great as Alfieri's competitiveness is for him, this is where he can get himself in trouble, getting a little bit impatient. Watch McCray go up and high point that ball and come down. I said it before, he's a two-time semi-pro MVP for a reason. He's had a huge impact on this game. Beautiful pick right here. Alfieri just forcing that ball downfield. He's gonna have to stay patient. I know they're down, but he's gotta stay patient.
NFL Flag is the official youth flag football program of the NFL and USA Football. Over 400,000 boys and girls across the country participate. NFL Flag serves as a great entry point to the game of football, developing fundamental football skills and techniques for youth participants. To find out an NFL Flag league near you, visit playfootball.com. Let's play football.
Read it out.
Back on offense for Fighting Cancer with a 12-0 lead. That's a lateral, so it can be thrown downfield, and there's the big arm again. And how about that throw and reception by Teron Glover. Darius Davis with a huge arm just hoist it downfield.
Bob, there's a good chance that ball went 65, 70 yards in the field. I mean, there's not a lot of people that can make this throw. That ball's going from about the 15-yard line. So right around the other 15-yard line. That's a big-time throw. You know, Fighting Cancer told us yesterday they wanted to put pressure on this Strong Island Bulldogs football team from everywhere. And if you're in this stadium, you feel the pressure that they are imparting on this Strong Island team.
They can come from over there. See him for your touchdown? Post underneath him. Hey, whoever here, dig under all the way across. Whoever close to the center. Go corner. All right, stay there, D. Come on, Ryan. Flow.
Play clock's running down.
Oh, what they was doing? The spot? All right, look.
The previous play is under review.
You know, Bob, there was a flag down kind of back where Hush had taken the snap. I don't know if he gotten out of his hands in that lateral to Davis in time.
Let's face it, up 12-0. That could be a huge reversal if this play was to come back.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
Staten Island's in a lot of problems right now. And let's take a look at it right here. He got rid of the ball before the flag came out.
You know what's great is they ran that play early. They ran that play in their second play of the game. And back in the huddle, we heard Hush say, we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. And then they came back to it right there to start the series. huge chunk.
After the review, the play has been confirmed. First down and goal.
So the 68-yarder stands, and it's first and goal for Fighting Cancer. Ball to 16. They bring the blitz and they throw it right to that empty space. They miss the flag, and in for the touchdown is McCray.
Touchdown, Fighting Cancer. Boosters has pass complete to Brandon McCray for the touchdown.
McCray with a little river dance and another touchdown. Terrence Fox missed the flag pull, and it was easy for McCray.
Blitzed on the previous play.
Impressed with Hush. He realizes, okay, 2 guys blitz, I'm going to replace them with McCray, and then McCray gets skinny. Look at that move right there. Flag pulls missed, and we're seeing again what makes this Fighting Cancer team so special, why they've only lost 1 game in 5 years.
You're going to go for 1. And they try the fade. Intended for Davis and defended nicely by Donovan Walker.
Incomplete.
Hey, you gotta slide this up.
Strong Island will take the loser's walk. Maybe you'll receive the throw off from Fighting
Both
Cancer.
of these teams with a lot of swagger and bravado yesterday, but right now it's Fighting Cancer that is putting their money where their mouth is. They are taking it to the Strong Island Bulldogs.
I've been very impressed with everything that they've done. Like I said, they wanted to pressure this Strong Island Bulldogs team, and you can feel it from them, whether it's offense, defense. Hush is in complete control of this game, and he's getting everybody involved, both offense and on defense.
And these throw-offs have been a big factor because look at this. The return starting at about the 1-yard line.
Good job, Tay. Good job, Tay.
Return by Tavon Gatlin.
JD.
Alfieri picked off on the last possession, and Strong Island Bulldogs down 18.
I'm not saying that it's a must-score possession, but I'm saying it's a must-score possession. They've only got about a minute to do it, so Alfieri's got to have to be super aggressive right now because you don't want to go into this half down 3 scores.
Go.
Little throwback, but a great job closing by Robert Myers to pull the flag. Keeping it to a short gain.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Set. Go.
This time Alfieri finds a little room, and they'll use the timeout as Webb made the catch.
Good job by Webb getting into a little bit of a zone. We're going to see him talk to Webb here, kind of get something going for them.
Timeout. Offense. That's their first of the half. They'll have 2 remaining.
Remember, any touchdown scored over 50 yards is worth 7 points.
Yeah, this is a unique situation, though, because this is 3rd down. You've got to get to 50 to get the first down. You certainly don't want to get into a 4th down situation. So if I'm Strong Island, I'm actually going to try to get a first down conversion here, call timeout, and then maybe take a shot or 2 at the end zone. I don't want to give the ball back to Fighting Cancer with any time left on this first half clock.
How many timeouts do we have left? How many timeouts do we have left, Frank?
37 to the 50-yard line for the Strong Island Bulldogs.
Down. Go.
So it's 3rd and about 7. Alfieri to the middle. He's got the first down. They run the lateral to Webb. Flag comes in, though, and I think it was a forward lateral.
There's a flag on the play.
On the play, the offense has a illegal forward lateral.
And take a look at Petit right here. And those are the things that, Dan, time, down, distance, score, you got to make sure. You can't afford to commit a penalty.
Yeah, it's just like anything else. All those little things are going to add up.
Go.
Alfieri to the sideline. And they're going to have to use the timeout. The catch was made by Terrence Fox. Played his college ball at the University of New Hampshire.
Shoot top left corner. Look at me. Deep dig. Wheel pull up. You know what you're doing, right? Just
timeout, Black. That's the second timeout for the offense. They have 1 remaining in the half. Second down.
You can hear Alfieri kind of communicating to his team. He realizes how big of a drive this is, how important points would be. I think he's talking to these guys, hey, give me a wheel, so he wants to send a guy up the sideline and then stop right there. They're going to try to get another chunk of yardage. They don't have to push it to the end zone. They've got a timeout, get another chunk, and then maybe have a chunk to a shot at the end zone.
Because remember, Fighting Cancer won the throw off, and they deferred to the second half. So Fighting Cancer is going to get the ball to start the second half.
And that's a big deal. I mean, like I said, you don't want to go in 3 scores down and then get the ball to start the second half.
Defense. That's their first timeout of the half. They have 2 remaining.
Now Fighting Cancer is taking a timeout.
We have 1 timeout left or no?
You know, if I'm Fighting Cancer, I'm going to blitz because they've got some left. I'm going to put pressure on Alfieri thinking, oh, he might have the expectation, I'm just going to get an easy completion here and then we'll have our shot at the end zone. I'm going to blitz him. If they choose not to blitz, they better just stay soft. Don't give Strong Island any easy touchdown. You got to make them earn it over these next 2 plays in 10 seconds.
Alfieri's called out about 8 different plays during that 2 timeouts. Did he get it off in time? He throws it into the end zone and it's intercepted again. Intended for Petit, but picked off again as Alfieri. Just kind of forced it. And that takes us to halftime with Fighting Cancer in front 18-0. Let's send it down to Kay.
All right, I'm standing here with McCray. I know you liken your game to Deshaun Jackson, but I feel like Deion Sanders is more appropriate. 2 picks. You had a beautiful touchdown as well. How are you making it look so easy out there?
Just coming out and do what I do on a daily basis. Just trying to make plays for my team. That's it.
Team Fighting Cancer, obviously versatility is huge. You had Darius, maybe he can't run, not feeling himself, out there chucking balls. Is that your strength?
Yes, ma'am. And also, we got to pick him up. He's a huge part of this team. So, goes down, we have to lift him up and play better just to replace his athletic ability.
So I didn't realize the river dance, like a thing in Louisiana?
No, I just told the guys if I score today, I'm going to do the river dance.
You want to teach me how to do it? Let's do it one more time. Okay. Oh, I look like an idiot, but you did it. You looked awesome. Congrats. All right, Bob, don't make fun of my dancing. No play-by-play on that.
Hey, listen, that was brave, Kay, to give it a shot. McCray with a couple touchdowns, a couple picks, Fighting Cancer with 3 touchdowns, and they only needed 11 plays on offense. And the big arm of Darius Davis creating field position at the half. Fighting Cancer in control. They lead Strong Island 18-0. Welcome back to Pittsburgh. Bob Papa, Dan Orlovsky at the half. Fighting Cancer with an 18-0 lead over the Strong Island Bulldogs. Daryl Hoosh-Doucette, 6 of 7, 92 yards, 3 touchdowns. Brandon McCray, 2 receiving touchdowns, 171 yards of total offense. They've recorded 2 interceptions so far in the half, and Dan Fighting Cancer and Daryl Hoosh-Doucette just picking apart the Strong Island defense.
Yeah, he's the star of the game right now. You'll see a little bit of an inside slant right there to slot to McCray. That's the first touchdown He drives it on him. I talked about this one when it happened, that similar to an NFL concept of clearing out and getting that outside receiver to run underneath those defenders. I love this one, though. Having an answer when Strong Island blitz him, I'm going to get it out of my hands to McCray for a quick touchdown, let him do his thing, and we're on the river in Pittsburgh, and then he gets the river dance.
Daryl Hoosh-Doucette is absolutely picking apart Strong Island, and he's going to sign a couple autographs. No need to go to the locker room. Take a look at Fighting Cancer, 171 yards to Strong Island's 117. 2 turnovers in the ball game as well. 2 interceptions recorded by Fighting Cancer, and fans checking us out on NFL Network. And Katie Bash says everybody should be watching AFFL. Best thing I've watched in a long time. Glad you're enjoying it, Katie. Over the next couple of weeks, we'll whittle down and we'll get the pros in action next week. Jordan Sims, I'm all in on this AFFL. Hope this becomes a thing during the summer months. Even our buddy Brandon Kerr, big Lions fan. He's out there. He's loving it as well here in Pittsburgh. American Flag Football League on NFL Network, and quarterfinal action will continue tomorrow night. We've got 2 more games on tap, actually tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. And one of the teams you'll be seeing is the Mean Machine. Now, players in the AFFL come in all sizes and shapes, and in the Mean Machine's case, ages.
I'm Chris Hughes. I'm the head coach of the Fairview Yellow Jackets in Fairview, Tennessee, and I'm the quarterback for the Mean Machine, and I'm 50 years old.
When Chris comes out and we play team, they be like, oh, that's their quarterback. We're going to beat them. So we always let him go out first. He comes with his shirt off, bare belly, with a nice smile, with the tight cleats on, and be like, oh, that's what we playing? Then once we play them, then they're like, okay, we already up 21 points. It's too late.
I am not good at things that are slow-paced. But the only exercise I get is doing things I love, and flag football is something I love. Somebody asked me how long are you going to play? I'm going to keep playing as long as I can move around and enjoy life. That's why I play. And the guys on my team play because they love the game, and that's what it's really about, competing and having fun.
Touchdown.
Really cool stuff. Tom Brady said he wants to play until he's about 45. Well, Chris Hughes has got him by 5 years.
Well, the rumor is actually he just tells people 50. He might be a little bit north of that, but he's one of my favorite guys that I've ever gotten to watch play and listen to. I think he's going to become one of America's favorite. He's the kid in all of us, especially when it comes to the great game of football.
Brandon McCray of Fighting Cancer, you saw him, a dominant first half, and Strong Island Bulldogs trying to get something figured out. And Fighting Cancer in the white will get the ball to start the second half. They won the opening throw-off, and they deferred the second half, so they've got the lead. And they'll get the football. Ahmad Abdallah will handle the throw-off for Strong Island Bulldogs.
Cancer will see the throw-off to start the second half of play.
Don't go, y'all.
Hey, squeeze it, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. He said he was gonna do it.
Pretty aggressive reception by Robert Myers.
Robert Myers on the return.
And here comes the Fighting Cancer offense. So Dan, you're in the locker room, got the halftime. You're Strong Island. You've given up 3 touchdowns in 11 plays. How do you defend this man and this Fighting Cancer offense?
So you can get an 8th defender. I think the thing that they've got to do at least defensively is try to make Fighting Cancer earn a little bit more. They've given up some huge plays that allowed them that quick straight offense to happen. I'd like to see them play a little softer zone, make Hoosh kind of pick them apart, stay patient, and earn those points a little bit more.
Saw when they tried to blitz Doucette, that was a problem. They bring some pressure, but he's able to complete it to Jason Brown. How about this? Even Daryl Doucette's mom weighing in on Twitter. Very proud, and right now they are in complete control. Fighting Cancer team out of Louisiana.
I think that's one of the great things about this league, is it's giving guys an opportunity to be on a national television platform. His mother probably never thought she'd see her son on national TV, and now she gets to.
Strong Island used a modified blitz and wide open. Another guy just wide open, and that's Terrence Bunting. And Strong Island doing a poor job of getting the flag, and we got a little example of the dip. They call Bunting Mr. Dip, and he used it there.
Yeah, it's a weapon for him because he's so powerful. Hush gets the ball off, and just see the leg strength right there that he has. Again, you're running at full speed trying to go grab that 1-by-1 flag. He's able to stop and start again, dip his hips, and it moves that target that you're going to grab.
Hush under pressure, but he avoids the sack and gets the incompletion.
The defense splits down the play. That's their second of the half. They have 3 remaining.
My bad, Cole.
Okay, I like the fact that Strong Island's put Webb as the blitzer. He's probably athletically the one guy on the field that might be able to hang with Hush. And they've got to get a stop here, so if they're going to use their blitzes, now is the time.
They've got to get to the 25-yard line, so it's 2nd and 20. Field broken into 4 25-yard blocks.
Let's look at McCray down here in the slot with a little bit of seam stop.
Hush going deep.
Defense! That's defense, let's go! That's defense!
And just overthrows his man. Good coverage on the play. Tim Brown. So 3rd and 20 for Fighting Cancer.
You can see Fighting Cancer kind of communicating on the defensive end, especially with Corey Webb, like, hey, if I blitz, I'm going to blitz off this side. You guys need to get ready for Hush to get that ball out of his hands, especially with the way he drifts.
They do not blitz. You set a little high. So that'll set up 4th down. Pass intended for McCray.
Hush does a nice job of getting out and getting to a good throwing position. Just a little bit high for McCray. You know, those throws on the run, we see it all the time, are difficult for quarterbacks no matter what level you're at. That ball came in hot too. He's got a good live arm.
Let's face it, for the Strong Island Bulldogs, this could be the play of the game. If they can get a stop here on 4th and 15, keep this score at 18-0.
Yeah, and flip momentum a little bit. If I'm Strong Island, I'm blitzing, getting this ball out of Hush's hands.
Here comes the blitz. Hush on the run. And nearly caught by Bunting. Made a heck of an effort.
Defense splits down the play. That was their 3rd. They have 2 remaining in the game.
Almost an absolutely perfect throw by Hush to set. Bunting goes up, and just enough of a hand kind of by Logden getting his hand in the way, skewing the vision of Bunting. Now the Strong Island defense did their job. Alfieri's got to do his.
First stop for Strong Island.
Set go! Let's go. Let's go on it again.
They get it across midfield on the first down play, so it's another first down, but now it'll be 1st and 24.
77 Texas. What do we, Webby? No, wheel pull. Same. Let's go.
First down.
Set. Go. Let's go on it.
Throw it over the middle.
On it.
They take the short completion. Shane Smith with the catch.
Let's go. Hey, you have to wheel pull up. right down the seat.
Second is
Hey, look at me, look at me, look at me.
25-yard line.
19.
And this is what's hard for Alfieri right now is they've got to play with tempo and urgency because the time and the clock and the points scored, but they have to be patient at the same time. They're not going to score 18 at once.
Completes it
Let's go.
to Webb. Or excuse me, that was to Terrence Fox. So 3rd and 2
Hey, Webb.
for Strong Island.
2 yards to the 25-yard line.
You taking a shot here if it's available?
No, I want to get this first down. Get me an easy completion, maybe Webby right off the ball real quick. Just get it to him, get a conversion.
Go.
Goes to the backside. And again, it's Terrence Fox. He's got the first down to about the 11-yard line.
Bulldogs first down.
Quick out. Come here. Come here. Shh. Look at me. Slant. Quick out. Top left corner. Let me stop. Right here.
That's great stuff right there. Getting him able to again hear him kind of design a play, almost Sandlot style right on the ball.
They run the blitz. Did he get the pass off? Incomplete pass. It's not a sack as DeAndre Franklin brought the pressure.
On the play, the defense blitzed. That's their first. They have 4 remaining.
All right, come here.
What down you got, Rob? Second.
Yeah, this is something that Fighting Cancer started the game with Hoosh bringing pressure to Alfieri, and they do it in that critical moment right now, kind of taking charge of this drive, forcing this second down, and we'll see what Alfieri does. He did a nice job in this drive of kind of drifting and throwing back. Let's see if he goes back to it down here in the red zone.
Set. Go.
2nd and goal, another pressure. That's considered a lateral. Petit, you're going to run it instead, and they pull the flag at around the 5.
Look at me. On the play, we have the blitz. That's their second. They'll have 3 remaining.
Yo, over here. Tim, over here.
Now Alfieri doing a good job of getting that ball in his hand for the blitz, having an answer. Petit realizing his defender slips, trying to get skinny.
Down. Sit right here.
At 220, not easy to get skinny.
Go.
You know beach season's coming in Long Island.
Another pressure. Gets it off to Webb. And it gains about a yard and a half.
On the play, that's their second. They have 3 remaining. 4th down.
Come here.
Not sure if the referee has the proper count. I think they've blitzed 3 times on this possession.
Yeah, I think so. The past 3 plays, you know. If I'm Strong Island right now, I'm going to try and find Shane Smith. He's a big, tall guy. He's got a height advantage. Go up and maybe catch a fade. They've also got to be thinking if they do score. If you do score here, maybe think about going for 3. Cut it to a 1-possession game, essentially.
Okay, yeah. I'll send you a motion. Go ahead. No, stay this way. Go back this way. Go back that way. Set.
4th and goal.
Go.
Another blitz. Pass incomplete. So Fighting Cancer using their blitzes, and they dial one up on 4th down
On the play, the defense
to turn them over on downs.
That was their 4th. They'll have 1 remaining in the game.
So they used 4 blitzes on that possession, and guess what? Kept them off the board.
We have immediate
Fighting
timeout.
Cancer with the ball up 18-0. Back here in Pittsburgh, Fighting Cancer with an 18-0 lead over the Strong Island Bulldogs as we send it down to Kay.
All right, I'm down here on the field, just roaming the sidelines, and who do I run into but James Conner, Pittsburgh Steelers running back, number 30, a rising star in this league. I think everybody here, everybody watching, everybody that plays fantasy football wants to know how you are feeling following that surgery.
I'm good. Surgery a couple months ago and made a full recovery, and I'm back running fast, so I'm ready to run.
Now, here we are entering your 2nd season. If you look back at your rookie year, what's one thing that you learned, a good lesson?
Man, I just learned how to be a professional, being around guys, Ben Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, just seeing their routine and how hard, their work ethic is and all that, just how to be professional.
I mean, we're watching flag football here, so I'm going to ask you a real tough question. Let's say you're starting your own team, like a lot of these guys have, and you can only pick one Pittsburgh Steeler to be on your team. I mean, do you go Big Ben? Do you go Lev Bell can do it all? Or do you go nobody can catch him, Antonio Brown?
Right, that's the easy. I'm going AB because, there's a lot of people here that can throw, but not everybody can get open. So Antonio Brown, that's my first round, first pick.
All right, we're also here in the middle of Pittsburgh, a beautiful skyline. This is your hometown. You played here, now you're a Steeler. What's it like seeing these guys out here?
Man, it's beautiful. Everything's beautiful. The guys out here competing, playing hard. Beautiful night for football. I'm right at home.
I want to say you're going to be impartial, but you're not. You are wearing a Fighting Cancer shirt given to you by this squad. They're obviously, if you want to turn around and show everybody the numbers representing the ages of people who lost their fight with cancer. You battled with cancer and you won that fight. So what does it mean for you to be here supporting them tonight?
Special that I'm here. No, it's just special that I'm here. Obviously, Team Fighting Cancer is near and dear to my heart, me being a survivor. So for me to come out and be able to be on the sideline watching these guys compete, it's bigger than all of us. They're playing for other people. It's beautiful.
It's not quite the NFL, but it's pretty similar, right?
It is. I mean, it's athletes all over the field, so they're playing hard.
James Conner, everybody. Crazy to see him here on the sideline, but taking in the sights, guys.
I mean, really a great message by this Fighting Cancer team. And James with that great battle back, averaged 4.5 yards a carry last year, third-round pick of the Steelers in 2017. Bush working it underneath, and nobody getting the flag of McCray, and then he pitches it off to Robert Myers. Fighting Cancer just seems to be a step ahead of the Strong Island Bulldogs.
Yeah, and we've mentioned it tonight, how they told us yesterday, listen, we want to apply pressure on every part of the field in every aspect of this game. And you feel it. They look faster than Strong Island. They look more athletic, quicker, and in complete control.
That was their fourth. They have one remaining.
Terrence Fox and Strong Island do not have an answer for Hoosh Doucette.
First is 20 to the 50-yard line.
That one zips right through the hands of Teron Glover.
Hoosh is as fast intended for TJ Glover.
Yeah, no one can question Hoosh's arm strength. That ball is flying off of his hand with pop, and then when that ball is a little bit behind those receivers, as I've had guys tell me before, take a little bit off and let me adjust my body a little bit.
This time, go on his ass. I'm gonna put it out. Promise you. My bad, TJ. Same speed. You can just try it out. Keep biting down. Okay, go
You can hear Hoosh kind of communicate to Carmouche, listen, I might want to take a shot down the field on you. I think this DB is going to be sleeping on you.
There it is.
Too much.
And he overthrew him. Charles Carmouche working on Donovan Walker.
But I like the fact that he's seeing the field. He's got ideas of what he wants to do and attack it. That throw was there. He said, I got to put a little bit more air on it. But I like the fact that he's playing some quarterback, taking some shots, attacking the defense.
What do we do? Take him out.
Push him up and dig on the goal. Okay. About 7 to 10.
Fighting Cancer with an 18-0 lead, possession of the football. That's considered a lateral. Oh, and an interception.
Flag on.
Thrown and picked off by Winston Longden. I'll tell you what. They had it set up.
That's what I'm saying. They said, but that's not. They said flag on.
And then we had illegal contact.
Yeah.
Is this the life that Strong Island needed? Is there enough time to get something on the board to give them some life?
We need 2 more.
You know, and they had the play too.
Yeah, it looked like Bunting was coming across, and McCray just overthrew him. He wanted to take that shot downfield, reset, and the ball just sailed on him.
Yard line for the Bulldogs.
Set. Go. Let's go. On it. Again.
Teat with the short catch.
Brian Alfieri's pass completed to Brian Petit.
Alfieri got him in hurry-up mode, down 18.
9 yards to go to the 25-yard line.
Go. Let's go, Titty. Let's go, Titty. Nope.
Teat again with the catch, so gets the
Over
first
here.
down.
You two over here.
Remember,
Get off. Get over here. Same thing over here. Flip it.
in American
flip.
Flag Football League, you can go for a 3-point conversion. So technically, Strong Island is only down 2 possessions.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's got to be their mindset with where the clock sits. If we score, we got to have a 3-pointer. And the thing is, they've got to have a specific play to go get that 25-yard or 20-yard chunk to go get that 3-point conversion.
What down is it?
Terrence Fox with the catch.
Same thing.
You know, I wonder if Strong Island's getting a little tired because it looked like Alfieri was looking for the left side to run a wheel route, and the guy just stopped running.
Yeah, I mean, it's hot. These guys were out here in the early morning running around. They probably don't play games this late at night either.
And the go clock expires.
We have a 4-second go clock violation.
Alfieri didn't get the ball off in 4 seconds.
All right, come here. Come here.
Guys, get in the huddle. Let's go.
Guys, it's fucking man. We're not even out of this game yet. You guys kidding me? Come on. All right, Petit, if they're blitzing, step back. Okay?
Third and goal at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, I know, but
And I think Fighting Cancer has 1 blitz
Let's go.
remaining. You get 5 per half.
Set.
Third and goal for Strong Island. They work it underneath. Smith with the catch. That'll set up 4th and goal.
And now this is probably when we're going to see Fighting Cancer utilize that blitz, force that ball to get out of Alfieri's hands and kind of end this game in a way if they're able to stop this scoring drive by Strong Island.
Look at me. Right left. Let's go. New York. Set. Go.
How about that? On a 4th and goal, you get a false start, and you lose the down.
We have a turnover on down.
And this is what happened, Bob. You heard Alfieri before the snap go out, New York. I bet you that's their dummy count. So try to get them to jump off sides, the false start, lost it down.
So Fighting Cancer with an 18-0 lead. They have been in control. Alfieri on a 4th and goal. And unfortunately for him, one of his men jumped. So they turn it over with the penalty. Fighting Cancer back on offense, up 18. Welcome back to Pittsburgh. Bob Papa, Dan Orlovsky, Kay Adams. Fighting Cancer in the white. 1 loss in the last 5 years in this quarterfinal matchup, leading the Strong Island Bulldogs 18-0. Daryl Housh-Doucette, the quarterback for Fighting Cancer, has played the Strong Island defense pretty easily.
I like the fact that he got the ball out of his hands there. They know their greatest strength right now, their biggest friend, is getting some positive plays, some first downs, keeping this clock going, keeping the ball in their possession.
Clock does not stop until 2 minutes to go in regulation. Again, over the middle, and able to complete it to Harry Coleman. You know, Jason Brown is a middle school teacher playing for Fighting Cancer. And how about this? The McLean Middle School sending out a tweet to their own Mr. Brown, playing American Flag Football on NFL Network, working hard.
We have a correction. It'll be a free down.
Vikings strong.
Some pretty cool stuff for Jason, who played his college ball at Carson Newman. 30 years of age.
Yes, sir.
Here's the head coach, Stephen Nephew Johnson. He's put this team together, a veteran of flag football in his own right. Zips one over the middle, and the pass deflected and intercepted. Webb's got it. And then he's corralled at about the 28-yard line. First mistake by Doucette.
Yeah, it's the second straight possession that Strong Island's able to get a pick. They've got to capitalize it on here. You see Doucette, it's not really a force, it's just a nice job by the DB coming with that inside hand, batting that ball up in the air. Webb being there for the pick. I would have liked to see a lateral there. You see that inside hand getting that ball up in the air. Webb at the right place at the right time. And now Strong Island, we've said it, Bob, they're not out of it yet because of the unique scoring system.
Winston Longden's the DB that got the hand in there. Alfieri throwing a deep ball, but his man double covered, intended for Shane Smith. But doesn't it feel like at times Fighting Cancer has like 12 defenders on the field?
Yeah, they're suffocating right now. They, athletically, talent, just size-wise, and you can see it, Alfieri kind of forcing throws because he doesn't know what to do. The impact of the defense and just the pressure they're applying on him is so much.
Remember, a touchdown inside the 50-yard line is worth 6 points, but you can go for 3 points on the extra point from the 20-yard line. So technically, it's a two-possession game still. Alfieri works the middle of the field this time. And Petit with the catch.
Alfieri's pass to beat the Brian Petit.
Benches, look at me. You're outside receiver. Look at me. Look at me.
Since they crossed the 25-yard line, that's the first down.
So watch Alfieri, look at that little pump fake right there to get that underneath defender to go to that out route and replace him with Petit right behind. That's something we see in the NFL all the time with a pump fake and an in route. Well done by Alfieri.
First and goal from the 9. And Alfieri again doesn't get the pass off in the 4 seconds.
We have an illegal quarterback run on the offense.
Hey, look at me.
Cross the line, so it's considered an illegal run. Can't just take off and run.
And we're seeing a little bit of Strong Island just kind of losing some composure just a little bit. Listen, Alfieri talks about him being like Baker Mayfield and being a leader. I want to see it out of him right here. Make sure your team realizes that they're still in this ball game.
This time he finds his receiver for the touchdown, Shane Smith. So now Strong Island will put the ball at the 20-yard line and go for a 3-point conversion to make it a one-possession game.
To go for a 3-point conversion from the 20-yard line.
This throw looks like it's behind his receiver Smith. I actually think Alfieri throws it on purpose. He feels that color from Hoosh coming inside. And I asked them yesterday, listen, do you guys have specific plays for those 1, 2, 3-point conversion? They said, yeah, we've got a specific 20-yard play just for this situation.
This is a 3-point conversion attempt for the 20-yard line.
Stay right here, go motion. Okay. Down.
Can they get somebody free and convert the 3-point conversion? And the errant snap, once the ball hits the ground, the play is dead.
That's 2 kind of self-inflicted wounds. We saw it on the possession before with the false start. And now we see it with the bad snap. Strong Island hurting themselves with some opportunities. But the points are big.
Christopher Butte snapped it on the ground. So that's 2 possessions, as you mentioned, where Strong Island has been their own worst enemy.
Now they've got to talk. Strong Island's got to consider it with less than 7 minutes to go. Do they try what is known as the onside kick, the 25-yard chunk to maybe get another possession back?
If you make a decision, I'll go with it. Let's go. Let's go. Onside.
And they're going to go for the onside. So they're putting the ball at the 25-yard line.
I bet onside.
So they put the ball at the 25-yard line.
The black team has elected to go for an onside play. They'll have 1 play to cross the 50-yard line.
I'd imagine.
It's fine. You're going out, you have a hard post. You have a goal on the left sideline. Come here, get over here. There's goal motion behind me. Don't go forward. Please don't.
I'd imagine they'll have something similar to what they had for that three-point conversion plan, the thing that Alfieri needs to completely understand. This ball has to get past the 50, and you cannot take a sack.
Here comes the blitz. Petit with the deep throw. Doesn't have enough air under it. Fighting Cancer. And Harry Coleman defend
That was their 5th and final
the
blitz.
play. And they had one blitz remaining, and they used it because they were, I think Alfieri wanted Shane Smith on the go down the left side.
Yeah, it's a good job of getting the ball out of Ferry's hand and making someone else play quarterback for the Strong Island Bulldogs. I liked what they did to try to hit the wheel route, just a little bit thrown inside. Good job by Fighting Cancer, kind of controlling the game defensively.
And really, they were forced to try that onside play because of the errant snap on the three-point conversion.
Absolutely, it was the right call for them. Now, again, you got to reset defensively. You've gotten 2 turnovers. You know, unlike a 4-minute drill we would get in the NFL, Fighting Cancer's not running the football. The ball's got to go in the air.
How about Deion Sanders? He's going to have a team out of Dallas next season. Prime wants to get in on the flag game. How cool will that be as we send it down to Kay?
All right, the world watching on a Saturday night in Pittsburgh, and so is Deion Sanders, who just tweeted, "I have a team out of Dallas next season, and I'll be player, coach, GM, owner, and prime. Hashtag AFFL. Get ready, NFL Network. I am enjoying the game. I'll interview myself on game day prime." Of course you will, Deion.
If there's a guy that can do it all, it's my man Prime.
He's trying to be the AFFL's Bill Bellamy from Rock and Jock back in the day. He wants to be the do-it-all guy.
Right now, Fighting Cancer with the 18-6 lead. Daryl Hoosh-Doucette running things nicely. That's a lateral. McCray now to Hoosh, and
Let's go.
Hoosh takes it to about the 35-yard line.
Bob, I got to be honest with you.
Defense blitzed on the play. That was their 5th and final blitz.
Strong Island now out of blitzes. That was their 5th of the half.
It's been a ton of fun to watch Hoosh work tonight. Athletically, I played in the NFL a long time. He's athletically gifted enough to get on the field in some capacity. Now, I know his size holds him back, but just his ability to work in small spaces, his quickness, it's been really fun to watch.
They need another belt.
We have an
That
official
one
timeout. Equipment.
was ripped off Daryl Doucette, so they'll give him a belt that he can connect, and he's been elusive and tough to grab tonight. 12 of 21, 173 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's thrown 2 interceptions.
But just athletically, he has stood out. Just the speed and quickness that he's played on, both on the offensive side and the defensive side, has totally stood out.
You know, we saw early in the game, on the very first possession for Fighting Cancer, Strong Island tried to blitz, and he made the guy look silly. And they realized, okay, we can't just get after this kid.
Yeah, it's one of those everyone's got a plan till they get hit in the mouth type thing, and speed is speed.
And we've got to wish Hoosh a happy birthday. Yesterday he turned 29, so he and his teammates were going to go sample a little of the Pittsburgh nightlife to celebrate his birthday.
I think they're going to have a little bit more to celebrate tonight. You know, they're playing obviously incredibly well and finish these last 3 minutes, and hopefully for them get a W.
First and 15. Winds up and fires. McCray then, the flag wasn't pulled, so he laterals it to Nate Webster.
I had to get my equipment. They would give me insurance. I didn't know what you was.
You know, it's really interesting because the question was, Fighting Cancer they've lost 1 game in 5 years, playing 7-on-7, but with different rules. And the guys from Strong Island thought that the rules of this league, AFFL, would help negate some of the things that Fighting Cancer does, but it certainly has not.
Yeah, and they were really confident that. I think what's been the separation is just a pure skill and athleticism that Fighting Cancer has displayed. And then the X factor, it's been the we've got Hush game. They've got Hush, and Strong Island doesn't.
That pass incomplete. So Strong Island's going to use a timeout. Teron Glover, the intended receiver, played his college ball at the University of South Alabama.
That's their first of the half. They have 2 remaining.
And really, if you're Hush and you're in the huddle right now, you're making sure you're telling your guys, listen, I'm not putting the ball at risk at all. I'll throw it away if we give them the ball back, but I'm not risking any kind of pick 6 return and giving them some free points.
So it's 3rd and 7. They have to get the ball to the 25-yard line. They can destroy any chance for Strong Island. And the Birdman, Brian Alfieri, from getting the ball back. They get the first down. Zips one to Charles Camouche.
And that's just that same play that they've scored on twice tonight. Down in the red zone, they're just clearing out those 2 inside receivers, forcing the defenders to run downfield and bringing that outside receiver underneath.
Around the 2-minute warning.
Make sure you join us tomorrow afternoon here on NFL Network. The Mean Machine, led by 50-year-old quarterback Christopher Hughes from Tennessee, takes on Code Red at 4 p.m. Eastern, live on NFL Network as the quarterfinals continue. Carmouche again with the catch. Flag pulled it around the 6. Terrence Fox pulled the flag.
Yeah.
Defense called a timeout. That's their second. They have 1 remaining.
Strong Island utilizes one of their 2 remaining timeouts.
If you're Strong Island on defense right now, you're doing anything you can to try to get a hand on a ball, whether it's tipped up in the air, catch a pick, pop a ball out from someone carrying it up in the air, anything you can to try to get an easy turnover. This is your last-ditch effort, essentially.
Also tomorrow night, we're going to get a chance to see the money team.
I've heard something about them. We asked all those teams yesterday we met with, who do you want to see in the title game? We asked this Fighting Cancer team that exact question. Each and every one of them said, we want to see the money team.
Corey Webb of Strong Island, 2 of his brothers play on the money team. He's not going to get a chance to see him other than watching NFL Network.
And if we thought the teams that we had today had some confidence and cockiness to them, wait till we get and America gets to see the money team and the bravado, the swag, the character that they have.
2 and goal to the 5-yard line.
So 3rd and goal for Fighting Cancer, up 18-6. Run a little corner fade, but the receiver faded right out of bounds.
Man, Doucette did such a nice job earlier in the game of getting the ball out of his hand quick to those back corner fades. This time he takes too much time to get it out. And Bunting ran out of real estate in the back of the end zone.
Inside of 2 minutes in regulation. Clock stops on incompletions.
Come on, 10 seconds, Dad. Come on, 10 seconds.
So 4th and goal. Now it's Frank Rogers. Frank Rogers said too many men in the huddle. That's a penalty on the offense, which means that they don't get a chance to attempt the 4th down play. And Strong Island's offense comes on. So remember, a touchdown scored on your side of the 50 is worth 7.
Turnover on downs, first down.
So if Strong Island can get a quick score, get the 7 points, get a big conversion, then have to convert the onside play. I mean, they're still alive technically.
Yeah,
I mean, I've run through a lot of scenarios that probably won't happen.
We've seen crazier things happen.
Set. Go. Good job, Trey.
That's not going to get it done as Fox takes the short reception.
At some time, Alfieri's just going to have to push this ball downfield, get jump ball, an opportunity ball to see if they can go get a huge chunk. The dink and dunks aren't going to work right now.
Out of bounds.
Go on
Tay.
Completes it. Tavon Gatlin.
77. Sit middle. Corner.
The leg was pulled while he was inbound, so the clock keeps going.
Set. Go.
Works the middle of the field
On it. Let's go.
to Terrence Fox.
Nice. 77.
You could see this fighting cancer defense
77 Texas.
totally content with giving Alfieri a bunch of completions underneath and then conversion flag pulled down. They're totally fine with giving him easy throws.
Didn't get it off in time. Go clock expired.
4 second go clock violation, incomplete pass. Third down to the 50-yard line.
I got you. Fox, deep in. Post over the top. Hey, 19. Corey. Greg. 19.
They keep working the underneath, but they're running out of time.
Yeah, he's got to push the ball downfield. He's got to be willing to risk another interception to get some chunk yardage.
Run it to the deep middle, but Petit not able to haul it in.
It's interesting. When I talked to Alfieri yesterday, he thought the go clock wouldn't be an issue for him. He's used to, they say 9-man football because there's some blocking. That ball's got to get out quicker. He's struggled with that, and it's had a real impact on their offense tonight.
Go to this side.
Look at me. To the 50-yard line.
Out. You have a go. Let's go. Down. Set. Go.
He's going to throw the deep ball. And the pass incomplete. Intended for Tavon Gatlin.
That's the shot was needed.
Jason Brown on the coverage. So Strong Island came in pretty confident that they were going to be able to be more physical and out-execute Fighting Cancer. They've been limited to 6 points.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
You know, I know it was early in the game, but Darius Davis's throw-offs for Fighting Cancer in that first half continually had Strong Island having to play the long field.
And that's when Fighting Cancer took control of this game. The second half's been relatively equal, but in that first half, they came out, and we said it early on, they were going to apply pressure. They did so. It started with Davis's throw-off, and they took control, and it ended up giving them a huge win.
Fighting Cancer with 1 loss in their last 5 years. Strong Island was pretty confident, but Daryl Hoosh-Doucette in Fighting Cancer out of Louisiana takes control with an 18-6 victory as they move on to the semifinals.
The American Flag Football League U.S. Open of Football is brought to you by Bud Light, America's favorite light lager.
Daryl Hoosh-Doucette and Fighting Cancer with an impressive victory tonight here in the quarterfinals, 18-6 over the Strong Island Bulldogs. It's time for tonight's star of the game, presented by LG. And Daryl Hoosh-Doucette, the numbers aren't off the charts, Dan Orlovsky, but he controlled the action when it mattered most.
Yeah, his impact was great. You know, TJ Hushman's out of the guy he's nicknamed after. Was a huge early fantasy football pick back in his playing day. If I had a fantasy football pick right now in the AFFL, it'd be Hoosh. You see him getting the ball out of his hands quickly, running their offense. When he was blitzed, it impacted the game tremendously. He was the star of the football field tonight.
And he played on defense as well, so a complete effort for fighting cancer. The Wig got things going for prime time. They advance. Make sure you join us tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern for more quarterfinal action. The Mean Machine take on Code Red, and Church's Money takes on everybody's favorite, the Money Team. The pursuit of $1 million. Taking on the pros in a couple of weeks remains alive and well for fighting cancer. For Dan Orlowski and Kay Adams, Bob Papa saying so long from Pittsburgh.